Welcome, Gemini. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your meditation reading. This is being filmed during the new moon in Capricorn, but I'm specifically focusing for this meditation on the conjunction, the joining of the Sun and Aquarius, in the Sun and Pluto in Aquarius. That transition, it doesn't specifically matter the exact date. This is an energy we've been feeling for a while and marks particularly the release of Pluto from the astrological sign of Capricorn after almost 2 decades of transiting. So I've laid out the African Tarot along the axis of the horoscope wheel. I'll clarify with the good tarot, and I'll use 3 oracle decks throughout the reading. Welcome to all of you. I thank you for your presence. I am doing personal readings now, and the information for those are in the description box below. I will again, thank you for all the support that you give me in order to allow me to do something that I truly care about and love. So let's get started, Gemini, with your overall energy for this meditation, which is timeless. The 9 of Cups is a beautiful augur of your own satisfaction and contentment with the growth that you have been managing over perhaps this entire Pluto and Capricorn phase, wherever it has brought you through, whatever transformation you have experienced since about 2008. That has been the length of the Capricorn transit in Pluto, which is now being released into Aquarius this month, and is part of the frame of this energy for 2024. This energy, this momentum of transformation is being released into the area of your activities that concern your spiritual education, your communion, your connection, your ability to communicate more broadly across a diversity of communities. This indicates that you are well pleased with yourself, with the steps that you've been taking towards the things that support and feel good to you. And in doing so, that part of that satisfaction, contentment, and happiness comes from learning to do what feels best for you. This has been a journey. In the 10th house, the house of your social identity, the way others see you, we have the 4 of Cups, which is interesting in as much as it is showing you to others to be a person who has implemented a way of sharing energies, working with others, even providing leadership to others or assistance to others by learning the things that work best for you as an individual. You may have put feelers or wishes, intentions out into the world that you may now be realizing. But because you've experienced so much joy, and I'm thinking in many ways this can be an intention that you may have, depending on where you are on your life's journey, set out in about 2008 or in that general time frame that you may be receiving. This may be the accomplishment or achievement of some wish or goal. In receiving the opportunity, in that offer coming to you, you have an opportunity to reflect upon your growth since this intention was set out into the world. You may be accepting this achievement or this offer with a recognition that you have grown so substantially that this particular wish may no longer be suitable on the same terms. You're considering and contemplating whether this is really the intention or achievement that best suits you now. because you have become practiced in a way of choosing circumstances, opportunities, and relationships that better match you, that better support you, you have an opportunity in considering this to reflect on the journey that you have made. And this is something that others are seeing. They're seeing a sense of restlessness, a hunger for more, now that you have practiced the ability to set intentions that are achievable and realizable to you, realizing your manifestations. In the first house, the Two of Pentacles is about this longer term consideration that you are about. In this case, you're considering those things that you desire, those things that are coming from your heart or your authentic need for expression. In this case, you're looking more overall at the structures that you have endorsed, supported, or that you have been in conformity to, and the opportunities that you now see, given the things that you've learned, given your accomplishments, the possibilities that are opening up to you, the plans and the facing towards the future that you are now focusing very clearly on. This is about a consideration for a big transition, a big move that you desire to make. And this is most clearly in terms of perhaps spreading, distributing a message, a product, a service to wider audiences. That's one possibility. This can be about publishing or presenting your ideas to a larger community. This may be your interaction or collaboration with a new team of educators, those concerned with elevating the awareness of others in view of the awareness that you have accomplished, achieved through your message, through your education, through your training. In the fourth house, the house of your home, your history, your domestic environment, the King of Cups is a beautiful card that really jibes with this sense of contentment, the sense of progress that you have made, an advancement. The King of Cups is describing your maturity, your self-acceptance, your self-forgiveness, how your compassion has grown in a way that you have been able to transform your challenges into a sense of accomplishment, into a sense of transformation, of success, of victory over things that you have been able to, that once presented themselves as obstacles to you, as blocks, as weaknesses in who you were or your circumstances, into a realization that these vulnerabilities in fact were your strengths, are your strengths, and the narrative of your triumph is what is giving leadership and guidance to others. So as others see you in a process of growth, can see the growth that you've achieved over many years, over many challenges, this is something that you're embodying in a way which empowers your ability to give advisement, counsel, aid, support, and even empathy in just providing a listen to those who are experiencing similar challenges. Indeed, the triumph that you are experiencing are those triumphs, those struggles that have been shared with all members of the collective, all members of your community. The challenges you've experienced were not unique to you. They impacted the changes in the social order, the disruptions, the unpredictable changes, or the absence of services that we once relied on have allowed you to step up in ways that were unpredictable, that were meeting long-term challenges in a way with internal resources that you had not expected or believed you could develop. In the 7th house, this is the house of your significant relationships with others and with goals or intentions that you're setting. The 9 of Swords is really the other side of the sense of contentment over the way you've been able to cleave to your desires, allow your authentic desires and expressions to emerge, have been in the face of and in response to this the suffering you've endured, perhaps through the social changes you've experienced, that many of us have experienced. This represents the change or the release of old beliefs that undergirded a sense of expectation that you felt a victim of, you felt oppressed by, you felt did not serve you and left you feeling to be a victim. And you've been able to release these old beliefs, this old framework of seeing yourself as helpless or powerless, into a sense of not only empowerment, but of joy, of gratitude, of appreciation and satisfaction around finding your way through this minefield of old belief and inappropriate expectations for you, recognizing structures that were not designed for your success or happiness. I'm going to pull a Soul's Journey Oracle card and ask you, Gemini, that if you're resonating with this reading, that you please like this video, share this with someone who may find it useful, comment below, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I pull the card Surrender. I can release my need to control. And this is undoubtedly coming from understanding your power to cultivate your inner resources, to use your emotions as validation for the direction that you're moving in, for the manifestation of opportunities and relationships that truly support you, even if that is in the relationship with yourself. I pulled from the Flora and Fauna of Africa the golden-backed frog, and the plant that is accompanying that is the hollyhock. And the key word is ambition. Things are changing quickly. Embrace it. Release negative emotions and commit to new beginnings. Take a leap of faith. This is a confirmation of the power that the Sun and Pluto moving into Aquarius, wherever that falls in your chart, but certainly in your solar chart, to reach for your dreams, to dream your dreams, to experience the validation that your potential is leading you towards. I'm going to clarify the 2 of Pentacles in the 1st house with the Page of Earth in the 2nd house and the 6 of Earth in the 3rd house. You're opening up to a beginner's mind, to the recognition that you have the resources, the confidence, the trust in the universe to open up to new ways of doing things. In fact, you are cultivating new practical visions that bring your understanding, your appreciation, representations of your belief down to earth. You're quantifying them. You're using practical methods that can develop tools and resources for others. This is very much empowered perhaps through a connection to a time of balance in your life, memories that are sparked by perhaps a connection from the past, an opportunity, a relationship that reminds you of a time of balance and joy, of pleasure. You are turning your attention to equity in all your relationships, and that includes your goals, your intentions, so that you are evaluating those relationships in terms of the energies you put out, as you are at some level a natural provider, and the energies that you receive. So you are expecting your relationships to be reciprocal through a clear agreement with all parties around what you are agreeing, the goals you're agreeing to pursue. This can be implicit, but it must become explicit. It must be spoken. It must be agreed to at some level in order for you to recognize and validate that your relationships are truly a match for you. This is not about discarding people that are not like you. This is about equity, entering into relationships from a place of strength and agreement, that's mutual support and recognition. A deeper connection is forged. This is about activating this ambition that you're experiencing, that you're realizing, that you are cultivating, planning in your life, and selecting, aligning yourself with those who are best able to support you, who share your similar goals. The King of Cups in the 4th house is clarified by the 8 of Earth in the 5th house and the High Priestess in the 6th house. You are absolutely clear that you are required to develop yourself, to perfect your talents and skills, to improve upon any aspect of your character that can be polished. This is not about becoming perfect. This is about making yourself the best person you can be in order to meet the opportunities that you are facing, that you are manifesting, that you are creating. There is a strong current of memory, of being able to reflect on your past in a positive way. You may hold information about experiences from your past, what you've learned. And this is not limited to your personal past. This can be an extension into other lives, the lives of others who have sacrificed on your behalf or who pursued similar goals. This can be ancestral lives. This can be tapping into a cultural heritage of other experiences that are informing you about your purpose, informing you about the nature of your power and destiny. And this is specifically a component of your dreams, of the intentions that you're setting in this moment, and they inform the efforts you're making to improve upon yourself and your circumstances, your preparation for the opportunities you're manifesting. In the 7th house, the 9 of Swords is clarified by the Emperor card in the 8th house and the Queen of Air in the 9th house. It's interesting that this composure that you're experiencing has been seeded by not only your ability to reflect on your experiences, but your acceptance of those things that you can control and those things that you can't. And the ability to release those old beliefs is built upon this ability to be dispassionate. As much as you are identifying your authentic desires, those things that really come from a compulsive desire to pursue those things that you are deserving of. And they can include things that others have told you are not for you, or you have been encouraged to believe or been labeled in a way that led you away from things that actually you now have recognized you are built for, you are desiring, you are worthy of. This is as much about understanding and shaping your response to opportunities, relationships that you are manifesting so that you again are validated to improve upon your capabilities and skills so that you're prepared for the opportunities, the ambitious goals that you are formulating for yourself. This is about empowering your dreams. This is about elevating your consciousness and investing in your dreams, investing in your potential. The Four of Cups in the 10th house is clarified by the Strength card in the 11th house and the Six of Fire in the 12th house. The sixes are a beautiful emblem of the balance you're seeking, the ability to juggle your experiences of the past and face those towards the future, holding those, balancing those in the present moment, sinking into the experience that you're having, the appreciation for the growth and maturity you've gained by overcoming obstacles. You have indeed endured a lot. You have accepted yourself as being strong in some areas where others around you are not. And as a result of that, providing support to others without an expectation of recompense or reward, knowing that your reward is in the greater elevation of all members of the team, all those who work towards similar goals of prosperity, abundance, equity, and justice for others, for all. You are, in fact, really experiencing victories, of great victories in your own appreciation of your path forward, a great clarity around what is best for you. And the more you reflect upon your experiences, mind the maturity and the grace that you have earned, the compassion for others, translating into compassion and forgiveness for yourself, for the difficulties you've overcome, for the shame perhaps that has accompanied what you perceived in the past as failures, now understanding that there were gifts in those lessons. And by committing to the team, you are experiencing a higher regard from team members, from your peers, who are appreciating the self-improvements you've made, translating into greater improvements for the team, for your accomplishments, for your collective goals. I'm going to finish up this reading with a hummingbird oracle. And oh my goodness, something popped out and I'm going to take it. I've shuffled all these cards in advance, so please don't let it appear as though this is really casual. I'm very clear that these are intended for you. And I've pulled the wishing well. And it reads, your heart's desires are taking flight joyfully and magically. And indeed, that is really resonating with the overwhelming number of cups in your general and overall energy. So thank you, Gemini, for this reading. Until next time, Namaste.